Hi guys, today we are going to be discussing a topic, one of the neglected tropical diseases, and this has to do with snake bites. Particularly today we are going to be talking about one of the most dangerous snakes, and this is the Echis ocellatus, and to a lesser extent the Echis carinatus, its cousin. Now these two snakes, particularly the Echis ocellatus, whose range is the whole of Nigeria, uh, is a viper, and Echis actually means viper in Latin. Now, Echis ocellatus is a dwarf snake, hardly exceeding 0.3 to 0.4 meters, fat with uh, narrowing or tapering at the tail, which is more obvious in the females than in the males. Now, this snake is called Echis ocellatus because of some eye-like markings that run from the head to the toe. It is also called the saw-toothed uh, viper because it has some saw-tooth serrations running down the length of its body, which it uses to rub against each other to make a sound, a threshing sound that is a warning to potential adversaries. Now, this snake is very dangerous. It bites about 66,000 people all over West Africa, all over Nigeria, resulting in about 18,000 deaths per annum. There are areas in which it is particularly endemic, in the Rocky Mountain areas of Plateau and in the Kaltungu area of Gombe State. These areas are known to have a high prevalence rate of this particular snake. Now, why is it so dangerous? The venom is a hemotoxin. It's not a neurotoxin. And so it is not as lethal as, for instance, the poison of the black mamba or the green mamba. But because of its prevalence and its aggressiveness and its tendency to bite rather than to run, and the tendency for it to deliver multiple bites, makes it the killer of the greatest number of people, killing up to 60% of all fatalities from snake. Now, this viper, as I said, produces a hemotoxin, but it doesn't just produce a hemotoxin, it also produces a nephrotoxin. Now, for those of you who are interested in the science, the hematotoxin that it produces is a fibrinolysin and an antithrombin, which prevents clotting. And because it prevents it dissolves, prevents the conversion of thrombin to prothrombin to thrombin. Clotting does not occur, and the people can bleed very violently through all orifices, including the bite site, and they can urinate blood, etc. And the snake can literally bleed you to death. So that is one of the toxins it produces, an antithrombin. The second toxin it produces are tissue necrotic factors like metalloproteases and serine proteases, which destroy cells and tissue matrix. So the effect of this poison, of this toxin, is one to cause tissue necrosis, so that even if you survive the bite, after treatment, you may still lose one or two toes from gangrene. Now, how do you survive an Echis carinatus bite, Echis ocellatus? Now, when you suspect that there's Echis ocellatus around, do not try to kill it. Just run away as fast as possible, because the snake is quite aggressive and it can literally spring, like a spring forward and deliver bites. Now, as soon as you're bitten, don't do any of the theatrics. Don't make cuts. Don't try to bleed yourself. Don't apply tourniquets, as this may result in more severe complications later. What you just need to do is to calm down and move fast, but not too aggressively. Don't run and so on, so that, because the more your heart pumps, the more the toxin will spread into circulation. Get to the hospital. Don't try to kill the snake, because that may only fetch you a couple more bites. Now, in a single bite, it can deliver up to 12 milligrams of venom, and only 5 milligrams is said to be lethal to an adult male. So you can see that by allowing multiple bites, you are just further endangering yourself. When you get to the hospital, yeah, and if you have seen the snake, you can uh, report, you can describe it to the doctor. But the doctor might be able to tell the kind of uh, snake that has bitten you by the size and the kind of bite marks that the snake leaves behind. Now, treatment mainly involves monitoring to find out the ability of your blood to clot. When you start bleeding, or just before you start bleeding, they can give you supportive drugs to help your blood to clot faster, like blood component therapy and blood. But the first thing that they will deliver to you is an anti-venin that will neutralize the effect of the toxin. And now in Nigeria, we have two types of monovalent uh, uh, toxin, anti-venin, Equitab and Equitab Plus, one from Costa Rica and the other from UK. Now, if they are sure that it's Echis ocellatus or Echis carinatus bite, Equitab will be more effective than the polyvalent vaccine, which should be used only when the identity of the snake is unknown, or where monovalent anti-venin is not available. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share video with your friends and family, hit the notification bell, and I promise to keep more good stuff coming your way. Thank you very much. Bye for now.